very pleasant morning everyone. I welcome you all to Vidya Lakshmi YouTube channel. So today we are going to interesting topic and recording to for NTSC examinations. So we would like to the important physics in the role have success for NTSC examinations. And let me start. Measurements. Measurement is nothing but it is an important role in our scientific studies and in our daily life also. So measurement is an important thing. Okay, so suppose while buying any vegetables or buying a milk or finding your height, everything measurement is an important. So how do we define measurement? It is defined as the determination of the size or magnitude of the quantity. So how do we define this measurement? It is the determination of the size or magnitude of the quantity. So example, measurement of length, measurement of temperatures and measurement of weight, everything the measurement is must. And next, physical quantity. So physical quantity. So what is physical quantity means is nothing but the physical quantity have a numerical value and units of measurements. Numerical value and units of measurements combined together we called as a physical quantity. For example, we have to consider one person weight is 65 kg means 65 is the numerical value and kg is the units of measurements. We have to combine together we called as a physical quantity. And next, the physical quantity are classified into two types. One is fundamental quantity and other one is derived quantity. So first we start fundamental quantity. So fundamental quantity is nothing but the quantity which cannot be expressed in any other physical quantity is called as a fundamental. Which cannot be expressed in any other physical quantity is called as a fundamental. For example, we taken as a fundamental mass, time, temperatures, length and current, electric substance. So these are all some examples of fundamental quantity. And next, derived quantity. So what is derived quantity is nothing but the physical quantity, the quantity which can be expressed in the fundamental quantity, which can be expressed in the fundamental quantity is called as a derived quantity. So some examples for derived quantity. Some examples of derived quantity: area, speed, volume, force, pressure, momentum. So many examples for derived quantity. One thing, I given one practical example for fundamental and derived quantity. You taken as your parents and children's. So children's are a derived quantity. How we call as a derived quantity means the children's are always depends on our parents. So the children's are we called as a derived quantities. Okay, now you understand the parents are the fundamental quantities because they are not depend anything. So fundamental quantity and derived quantity is it will be clear. Okay, and next, units. So what is units? Units is nothing but it is the standard used for the measurement of any physical quantity. It is the standard measurement. So we need any measurement, we need a unit. For example, current means we need a unit is ampere, voltage means volt, length means meter, mass means kg. So any physical quantity we need a unit. Okay, and next one is SI units. SI units is nothing but international system of units. So international system of units is present. We are using international system of units, SI units. In previous earlier times we are using CGS system, FPS system, MKS system. We are using in producing the SI units. And next, the SI units we are accepted in almost countries, okay, because it is a modernized and improved system of previous SI unit system, previous unit system, okay. And then there are 7 fundamental quantities, okay. So length, mass, time, temperatures, electric current and luminous intensity, amount of substance, these are all the 7 fundamental quantities and their units and then symbols. Next, measurement of length. Suppose we measuring the length in what are the components we are using, for example meter scale and then tape, some measuring components we are using the length. Suppose we measure the large distance means what are the units we can use means astronomical unit, and second one is light year and third one is parsec. So what is astronomical unit? So what is astronomical unit? What is astronomical units is nothing but it is defined as the mean distance of the earth from the sun. Okay. So we can measure the distance from earth to sun, we can use the unit is astronomical unit, that is nothing but AU. And then light year. So light year is nothing but it is the distance traveled by a light in vacuum in 1 year. 1 year we can use the measurement system is light year. And next one is parsec. So parsec is nothing but it is the largest practical unit. We are using this parsec unit in astronomical. So astronomical object from the solar system, we can use the parsec unit. And next, time. So time is nothing but to measure the distance, some events on intervals between them. Though the SI unit of time is second. So these are all to measuring the time and some constant values are there. And next, least counts measurement. So what is least count? Least count is nothing but the smallest value, the smallest length that can be measured by the device is called as a least count. Now you understand all of you? The smallest length which can be measured using some device, that device is called as a least count or resolution. That is called as a resolution. And next, so what are the measuring instrument we can using the least count means, for example ruler scale and vernier caliper, screw gauge. So these are all the measuring components to measuring small object. And next we will move to vernier caliper. So what is vernier caliper means? We measuring the small object like ball, chalk piece, pencil, pen, everything. We can measure the dimensions, we can use the vernier caliper. Okay. So these are the vernier caliper description. So this is the fixed jaws and this is variable jaws. This is called as the vernier scale and this is main scale. The two jaws are there. One is inside jaws and other one is outside jaws. The inside jaws is otherwise called as the upper jaws and outside jaws is otherwise called as the lower jaws. And the inside jaws we can use to measure the inner dimensions. Inner dimension we can measure the inside jaws and outside jaws we can measure the outer dimensions of the any material. And next, so first we can use sage, we can using the vernier caliper means first we want to find the least count. So what is least count means? We want to measure the least count value of vernier caliper. So we want to measure the screw gauge means first we have to find the least count. So how to measure the least count means? So one formula is there. Value of one main scale divisions divided by total number of vernier scale divisions. So value of one main scale division is nothing but 1 millimeter and total number of vernier scale division is nothing but 10. So least count is nothing but 1 millimeter divided by 10 is equal to 0.1 millimeter. So this is the least count value of vernier caliper. So thank you all of you.